They never thought the quiet one would outsmart them. They never imagined the person they underestimated would be the one holding all the truth. And now, they can't sleep. Not because you hurt them, but because their lies caught up to them. You didn't expose them. Life did. From the very beginning, you sensed something wasn't right. The energy was off. The way they moved, the way they smiled. It all carried a hint of performance. But you gave them grace. You believed maybe they were just going through something, and that love and patience could bring out their better side. Then came the red flags. Small at first, almost invisible, like shadows creeping across sunlight. You saw them, but your heart was forgiving. You thought, maybe this person just made a mistake. Yet as time went on, the mistakes multiplied, and the mask they wore began to slip. You began noticing patterns, lies wrapped in charm, manipulation disguised as care, promises with no follow-through. And even when you confronted them with kindness, they acted like you were the problem. That's how narcissists operate. They twist the truth until it breaks around you. You stayed silent, not because you were weak, but because you were wise. You chose not to fight in the mud. You moved in silence, watching the show unfold, documenting every act in your spirit. And when the time came, you let the truth speak for itself. That's when everything shifted. The moment they realized you knew all along, it shattered them. They felt betrayed, ironically, because you didn't tell them you knew. The audacity. They called your discernment betrayal, while they were the ones hiding knives behind their smiles. That's how twisted this person's spirit had become. They called your silence deception, but their actions were destruction. They lived backwards, calling wrong right and right wrong. And for a while they fooled many, wearing masks of holiness, kindness, and community love. But darkness can only hide for so long before the light exposes it. What was done in secret came to the surface, not by your hand, but by divine order. The truth started to travel through whispers, through intuition, through events that couldn't be explained. Justice moved in silence too. And as their world started collapsing, yours began to rise. The very energy they tried to steal from you became the power that elevated you. Your peace became their punishment. Your success became the sermon they didn't want to hear. They thought you were naive, but you were strategic. They thought you were soft, but you were strong. You were not reactive. You were guided. Every delay in your blessing was protection. The divine refused to let them eat from a table they helped poison. Now they sit in the ruins of their own doing, wondering how it all fell apart. They replay every lie, every manipulation, and every secret, realizing that the universe keeps receipts. The energy they sent out circled back, with interest. They can't find peace because guilt doesn't sleep. They can't find friends because the same masks they wore have cracked in front of everyone. And the emptiness they tried to fill by taking from others has finally caught up to them. While you, on the other hand, glow differently now. You've learned the art of detachment, the power of silence, and the strength in stillness. You no longer chase closure, because the truth was the closure. Your spirit has leveled up. You no longer explain your peace or justify your distance. You understand now that forgiveness doesn't mean access. You can release someone and still not let them back into your energy field. This is divine justice, not revenge. Revenge requires you to look back. Justice allows you to move forward. And now that you've chosen peace, your path is clear, your blessings are flowing, and your destiny is protected. They see your growth and it burns them. They can't comprehend how someone they tried to destroy is now thriving. But that's the irony of spiritual warfare. Light doesn't need to fight darkness. It simply exposes it. You became the mirror they couldn't face. Your truth reflected their lies. Your elevation reminded them of everything they refused to heal. And now, they have no choice but to watch you rise. Quietly, gracefully, divinely. The same people who laughed at your setbacks are now whispering about your strength. They call it luck, but you call it alignment. They call it coincidence, but you know its purpose. Nothing you lost was wasted. Nothing delayed was denied. Their story has ended where yours is just beginning. The universe has rerouted your journey away from betrayal and into brilliance. The pain that once weakened you has now become your weapon of wisdom. So keep walking, keep shining. Let your silence speak louder than their noise. Divine justice doesn't announce itself, it just arrives right on time. If this message resonated, it's because your spirit recognizes truth. You are protected, chosen, and unstoppable. Subscribe to Angelic Soul, where truth, healing, and divine revelation meet. And now repeat this prayer with me. Dear God, thank you for the protection that shields the innocent from the schemes of the deceitful. Grant wisdom to discern the intentions of those who smile with hidden motives. Strengthen the hearts of those who have been betrayed, so that bitterness never finds a home in their spirit. May divine justice continue to expose what is false and uplift what is true. Restore peace to those who walked away in silence, knowing they chose their sanity over chaos. Let those who meant harm be awakened by truth, and may they face the mirror of accountability. Bless every soul listening to this message with renewed strength, clear vision, and inner power. May delay never discourage them, for divine timing is never late, only precise. Wrap your listeners in protection that no jealousy, gossip, or envy can penetrate, and may their light continue to shine brighter, reminding all that truth always prevails.